Alrighty, welcome everyone to the first ever weekly weather forecast. I hope you're all having a wonderful day so far. I know some of you will be asking about the temperatures for this upcoming week, and so we will start off with the temperatures for today, and there is just a lot to say about today that it can deserve its own video, so we will just summarise it. Basically, what's been happening today is that an area of high pressure, in which we've had for the past week, has moved further away to the east as the day continues to heat up, and then the temperatures start to fall around 6 p.m. And as Saturday turns into Sunday, it is expected to stay at a high 22 degrees at midnight. At 3 a.m. on Sunday, it is expected to cool down to 19 in and around London. Up in Scotland, temperatures aren't as high, but still relatively warm, around 13.5 on average. Around 6 a.m, as the UK starts to wake up, the average starts warming up. In the north, it starts to head towards the high for the day. However, down south is where things are still cooling down. Around midday is where temperatures start to rise a lot for the south, with London reaching 26 degrees, which is expected to go down to 23 at 4 p.m. which then goes to 16 at midnight, leading into Monday, where it will get to a max temperature of 24 degrees and a country average of 19. Tuesday sees a similar phase as it gets to 25 degrees and an average of 18.5 degrees. Wednesday sees a high of 26 in London yet again. London seems to be the temperature hotspot of the UK and an average of 20. As we lead into Thursday, it starts cooling down again for highs. They are now 23 degrees, and the average being a low 17 degrees. Friday sees rising temperatures again, with a high of 24 and an average of 20. Let's now go through the rain and wind together, as they can create a dangerous combination together if the conditions are right. These cause floods and other things like storm surge, which can be just as bad. As of today, we are seeing some rain going across Wales, the Isle of Man, northern England and Scotland. The winds are 11 miles an hour on average. And before we continue, I just wanted to say that I'm sharing the info based on the average from now on, along with it being at 4 p.m. So you might experience more or less, but I'm using the average to make things quicker, and gusts of around 14 miles an hour. As we lead into Sunday, we have a lot more rain across Scotland and northern England. However, most of our rain is spread across Scotland, and the Orkney Islands are where we have the most for today, with winds of 19 miles an hour and gusts of 27, and that is because of an area of low pressure that is moving northeast. Monday sees a bit of rain in central and northern UK again, but most of it is driven by before 4 p.m. The winds on average can be about 18 miles an hour, and the gusts would be about 27 because of the Orkney Islands having up to 40 miles an hour in gusts. Tuesday is having quite a bit of rain around 7 a.m, with northeast Wales and Anglesey. Winds of up to 15 miles an hour and gusts of around 23. Wednesday is a big band of rain for the whole of the UK, with most of it being in the south for some reason. On average, the winds can be about 10 miles an hour and the gusts of up to 21 miles an hour. As Thursday comes in, rain is expected to be spreading across the whole of the UK at some points. 16 miles an hour winds and 22 miles an hour gusts. Now I just want to pause here for a minute to have a look at this band right here. We're going to be talking about this in a minute. Friday is where things go strange, to say the least. Rain is mostly in the north. The winds can exceed 20 miles an hour. And the gusts. Oh, the gusts. They are very high. 32 miles an hour on average. So in summary, we have discussed the weather outlook for the next week. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments and we will see you in the next video. Have a good day, people, and see you next week.